Hey, what's up, YouTube? What's up, Salida, Colorado? Um, we've been talking about it for a while. Last spring, here we are, spring 2023. Last spring, we talked about it, um, and I made several videos, but they didn't get posted because I'm terrible at making videos and I just haven't brought myself to learn to do the edits and all that. But I'm going to introduce the Rocky Mountain Wave Garden, and I'm going to flip. Let's see. Here we go. I'm zooming out. The Rocky Mountain Wave Garden. This is our very own here, and this is a garden that we've been working with for probably about 3 years, and as many of you know, we made the announcement that we're relocating to Wisconsin to go be back with our family and do the farming thing. So keep following along on that. But everything that we've been working on in Salida, these are, oh, look at this coming in here. Allium, what a great plant. Shoots a dandelion looking puffball, purple, big. These aren't the gigantic ones, but here's a little guy here. So just showing you around the garden right now. I'm introducing the Rocky Mountain Wave Garden here, the winter garden, what it looks like after it's been all winter. Some asters, remnants. This is the winter garden at its very last leg, right before we clean it up. So you're gonna see this is the crested wheatgrass. I made video last year, you'll see it in part 2, what this garden looked like last summer. This is what it looks like now, but part 2, we're going to show you what this garden looked like last summer. And that crested wheatgrass that we've talked about just kind of lays over, protects itself, and we're going to mow it all down and get it ready, because it's time to get this thing cleaned up, because we've got more bulbs coming in here. This one here, snowdrops. We got our first, what's this over here? It's some, like, I can't even remember, like Star of the Mountain, Snow Star or something. But things are greening up. What else do we have? All this dirt area here. Maybe I'll try to get some pictures of the bulbs. We planted 500 daffodil bulbs starting to come up here. Just a few here. So this garden is going to be really fun to watch come in this summer, but especially with all these new bulbs we got coming all the way around the whole border of this driveway, down all the way to the corner here. Let's see, lots of them, lots of little guys just popping. Saturday before Easter, Rocky Mountains, the Rocky Mountain Wave Garden. So coming up on 5-minute video here, I'm gonna shoot a hyperlapse of me cleaning this up. And the people talk about the maintenance of a garden. Is this a high maintenance garden? Well, it can be, but you can also just let it go. This grass here lays over, and if I don't cut that up, it's just gonna compress down in there, and it insulates the grass in the spring, and then all this new stuff just comes right in through it, just like it does across the road in the natural meadow. You know, it's the things like, you know, here's a Russian sage that we've got. It's got a long ways to go before it's woken up, but yarrows here, got some yarrows. You know, they're just gonna grow in wild with that grass, but I like to trim around them because I like to do garden work. But if you don't, you just leave it. And the stuff that has the drip, you know, those are the areas that get the target water. So catmint here, echinaceas in the back. So yeah, I'm giving you the first look of the garden tour at really it's some would say the ugliest time of the garden. It just really needs to be cleaned up. But there again, with the native style of this landscape, if you don't clean it up, it's just gonna go to dense native, and the flowers aren't gonna shine through as much and things like that. But I'm gonna get to cleaning it. So when I'm cleaning it, I'm basically just going through with a fine rake and raking out all the twigs and junk, and often find rocks that my kids throw in there. Just anything that you don't want to hit with the lawnmower. So the lawnmower's coming out. It's really loud. I'm going to take a second. Kicks up a little dust, but does a really good job of mulching everything. I've got mulching blades on that mower, so everything gets mulched, cleaned up, and then I'm going around and just pruning some flowers, trimming some grasses, cleaning up the nooks and crannies, coming through, getting the lamb's ear, more grasses, flowers. We've got the Autumn Joy sedum top center that gets pruned all the way down. To the right of that, we've got the Blue Mist Spirea, the Dark Night. Unless you're doing any shaping, just pair of leather gloves and pulling off all the little dead flowers from last season, and it's good to go. So thanks for tuning in here and watching the cleanup. Stay tuned for the next video. We're gonna show you what it looks like all cleaned up, and then we'll get to what this thing looks like in the summer. Catch you on the next one.